You too, what it do? This your boy Tevin coming back at you with another video. Like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Today's video, I'm gonna be naming it how I got backdoored by my coworker. That shit crazy, y'all. Y'all stay tuned all the way to the end of this video. So we'll begin with this story. Let's see. Okay, I know the story. So I had this partner. His name was Enrique, and I had known Enrique for a long time, for some years. And like down through the years, we started getting more closer, you know what I'm saying? And like it got to the point where like we started like linking up just about every day type shit. And our relationship, I felt like we was like Meech and Terry off of BMF. That's how close we was. But anyway, so Enrique, he had a sister named Maria, and I started noticing like down to the years, like after I always be linking up her brother, like she started like being over there a lot when I'd be hanging around her brother, and she started wearing like tight ass pants and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like she was like trying me type shit. Like she really wanted the Dion, you know what I'm saying? But I used to just ignore it. I used to ignore all the signs because I wasn't like on that time. I was just like over there to kick it with her brother, you feel me? So, but anyway, I'm gonna come back to that. But anyway, so I'm gonna talk about when I was working out at the furniture. So when we was working out at Ashley Furniture, we met this one coworker. His name was Edward, and bruh seemed cool and all that, you know what I'm saying, at first, until like I say around town, people started acting weird towards me there at the workplace. And he'd be times where he started like, he'd be like, some days he'd be cool with me, and then some days he'd be acting funny, you know what I'm saying, trying to like embarrass me. Like, that's when I knew bro wasn't 100, you know what I'm saying? One thing I learned is never believe what people be telling you. People be putting on facades. People like straight cap, man. That's just facts. That's on God. But anyway, my partner Enrique, I started noticing he was getting like closer to Edward, and I was peeping this, and I was like processing all of this in my head, and he started calling him fam. He started calling him fam, and then eventually they started linking up out of work. And he convinced me, like I linked up with him. I linked up with Elwood twice. The first time I went over his spot, and we was like, I think we was playing a game, whatever. And then we wanted up. I think we was playing the game, and then we ended up watching like some documentary on TV. But anyway, bro was married and shit, and his lady like came out there. I think she sat down on the couch because she was like facing across from us, and she had her phone out. And she was like recording me, and I was just like wondering, like, why is this lady right here, wife, recording me, and her husband like sitting right there not saying nothing? Like, that's some weird shit, right? But anyway, the whole time, like I was feeling uncomfortable, and I was ready to go, but I couldn't flee because I didn't drive. I rode with my partner Enrique. He the one that whipped, so I had to wait on him for him to be ready to leave before I can leave myself. So I'm like, bro, could we like go? You feel me? I'm trying to dip. He up there making all these excuses. He's trying to like stay longer, and all. He like, bro, we gonna leave at such and such time and all that. I'm like, man, I'm ready to fucking go. Man, I think we didn't leave to probably like about 2 in the morning. And then the next time we linked up with bro Edward, it was at the mall. I ain't buy nothing. My partner Enrique did, and I think, oh yeah, we was finna leave and all that. Like once we left out, we got in the car. Edward, he drove us over to the other side to where he parked there. And then before we got out, I tried to dap bro up and shit. Bro just ignored me like I wasn't there. And I was like, it's all cool, you feel me? So that was the last time like I linked up with Edward. But going into 2023 after I had left the job and all that. Enrique, he had a music video shoot one Saturday. I think it was on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. I was supposed to go, like he invited me, you know what I'm saying? He invited Edward too, plot twist. And his sister Maria went, her kid, her son, and this other little boy and his cousin. But for some reason, like it started raining that day, so I didn't go to the music video shoot. I felt like it was a sign from God for me to stay in the crib, and I listened to my gut feeling, and I stayed in the crib. And by the way, I was on the game that day. I was on GTA like pretty much most of the majority of the day. I say probably around like, I happened to look at his story. She had a fit on and all that, you feel me? After that, goddamn, I kept playing on the game and shit. I think probably around like 7 something, he hit me up. He was coming back. He was on his way to crib. He was with his cousin. He was with Cuzzo. He was saying, he told me to pull up and all that. We'd go match and all that, watch a movie. I told him I was gonna pull up in like an hour, but I really capped him down. Got the phone, you feel me? I went back to playing the game. I'd say probably like over an hour or so later. It was like 9 something this time. Hold on, hold on, y'all. So this time, when I got there, when he called me, FaceTimed me, I picked up. He was in the garage, you feel me? Got down smoking. He got down, turned his phone camera over. He was pointing the phone at his cousin and his sister, but this time his sister was over there, but she had on some different clothes, and I'm like, something seemed off, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to get me to come over there, but I was just like, nah, bro, I'm straight. And then he was even willing to pick me up himself and come scoop me up, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. So then I had hung up, but like whole time though, I realized bro was like trying to play me, you know what I'm saying, get off on me. That's the thing I noticed too, like after all this stuff started happening to me, when I link up with people, it seemed like they be trying to play me, run game, get off on me some type of way, which didn't make no fucking sense. Like people just straight weird, like people getting off weird vibes. And I say probably like a week or so later, maybe 2 weeks later, I don't remember exactly. It was the last time I had linked up with Enrique. This time it was a Saturday, so I hit him up probably around like noon, told him I was trying to smoke. He said match. Boom, I think I stopped by the G station first, grabbed me some Rellos, then swung by, you know what I'm saying? So when I get there, go inside the crib, dap him up, I cop off a break, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to show love, you know what I'm saying? That's because I'm a 100 ass nigga in the day, so, you know what I'm saying? So I copped off off of Enrique. I scroll up, you know what I'm saying? I light my shit up, he light his shit up, we in the garage smoking. His stepdaddy in the garage with us, you know what I'm saying, while we got down chopping it up, watching the movie at the same time. He was in there for a little minute, then he decided to go in the living room, and I happened to look over, I called Enrique, like peeped him texting on his phone, and then I say probably like a few minutes later, his sister Maria showed up. She had on some booty shorts with her cheeks sticking out, and I was low-key I was thinking, why the hell is she wearing some shit like this around company and all that? Like, you ain't supposed to be wearing no shit like that around company, but that's some hoe activities, you know what I'm saying? Showing that you a damn hoe. But I ain't say nothing, so she went in the garage, she went in the living room, and we was in the garage. It was me and Enrique at the time, so goddamn time goes by, and then all of a sudden I started feeling weird. Not weird, I started sweating like bad. And I'm just wondering, like, why am I sweating for? And I asked bro, like, he turned the fan on. And bro, like, he didn't want to turn the fan on. And I happened to, like, fall out on the floor because he had, like, 2 fans, like, where you can press the button on them and it'll spin in both directions. But anyway, so yeah, I fall out on the floor, goddamn. Tell me why the first thing this man do is pick up his phone. He FaceTimes Edward. And then points the phone in my direction, me laying out on the ground and all. He like, bro, think goddamn we laced him and all that. And Edward was like, nah, bro, this that gas. And then they was just chopping it up on the phone. And then eventually, like, they got on the subject about if I want my job back. And he said he can talk to my supervisor, get me back on. But I was like, man, I'm straight. So eventually they got the phone. I was able to get back up. I asked him, can I get a water and all that? So he was like, yeah. So I went over to the refrigerator, grabbed the water. Drunk some water, you know what I'm saying? I started to feel a little better, came and sit on the ground. I sat on the ground, sat back on the couch with a chair. Yeah, no, it was a couch actually, matter of fact, yeah, the couch. And I just happened to ask Enrique, because I was like, bro, can I ask you some shit, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. So I'm like, bro, can I like smack Maria? Because I'm like, she keep trying me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to ask you. And bro was like, I'm weird. And I'm like, how am I weird for asking you that? And she been trying me, you know this. Ain't nothing weird about it. So we ended up leaving it alone. And she wound up like coming back into the garage. That's what she would do. She would come in the garage, she'd be in there for a little bit, then leave back out. She was like going back and forth inside the garage, outside, back and forth in the living room. Oh yeah, come to find out too, That shit that I was smoking, bro, it was some PCP, bro, that he got off of Edward. Like I had eventually figured that shit out, like because I smoked weed for like so many years, and you know when you smoke weed, it either give you a head high or a body high depending on what strain you smoking on. But this shit right here had me feeling, this shit had me sweating. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that shit made me goddamn feel like crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up throwing up on myself too, but I'm gonna get back to that part. But anyway, so yeah, his sister started like coming, like I said, she came in there again. But this time she also came in there with this little girl and all that. And I noticed she had like, it looked like she had like a tablet in her hand. She was like facing my direction. And I felt like she was like recording me off the tablet and all that. And then her brother happened to get up and walk up towards her and like stood in front of her. And I felt like he was looking on the laptop. That's another thing, bro. I be noticing like females, it don't matter where I go. It can be the gym or anywhere in public. I will catch people recording me on their phone, especially chicks. And then they try to play it off like, I'm not stupid. Like I be catching them all the time. But anyway, I think she happened to go back in the, they happened to go back in the living room again or something like that. And they came back out. We had put another movie on. And I think Edward had called my partner again. So called Enrique. This time I think it was either he called him or Enrique called Edward. It was one of the two. I can't remember. But anyway, I just remember he was on the phone with Edward. And then Maria happened to come in there and she happened to like interrupt the conversation. She started talking to Edward and then she was like, where you at? And he was like, I'm at work. And then she happened to just come out of nowhere and just like blot out. She was like, you had forgot your, you had left your CarMax in my back pocket. And then she was like, where you at? And she was like, pull up. And I was just like wondering like, why the hell would you say some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I realized. When people that done me wrong and stuff, they be giving themselves away. So I started putting two and two together. So that time when they had that music video shoot, that's when I realized sometime after that music video, she linked up with Edward. She fucked bro, you know what I'm saying? And then she wound up coming back over to the crib later, you know what I'm saying? She had on some different clothes. And she threw that shit up in my face to try to make me feel jealous, you know what I'm saying? Which is some messy shit anyway. You gonna fuck a married man. That's some lame ass shit, you know what I'm saying? So we was watching this movie, whatever. They eventually got off the phone and we was watching this one movie and there was this one guy on there. He was like fruity, but he had this like one chick that was his best friend. But like bro was like always sitting by himself. He was like always lonely and shit. And I peeped it when they threw a slick shot. They were like, Enrique, like that's you right there, man. I was just like, hell nah. And the dude was crazy. That dude in the movie, he reminded me of one of the people I used to be on the game with. You know what I'm saying? They look just alike in the face, but anyway. Like time kept going by and shit. We was in the crib chilling, and then his sister was like in the crib, like she even came over there, sat down on the couch beside me, then got up, just doing all this like giving me all these choosing signals and shit. Then we happened to be in the garage by ourselves for like a few minutes, and I just happened to ask her like what she was finna do, and I was like, let me holler at you real quick. So I got down, put my hand over her on her hips and all that. I'm like, I'll let you walk over to the couch. So we like going over to the couch, but I had my hands over her on her hips, but we was like playing, you know what I'm saying? She ain't telling me no or nothing. So we just tussling around playing though. And then then Enrique came back in and he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? I'm like, what, bro? He was like, you need to leave. So he walked over to the door, opened the door and told me I need to leave. So I'm like, all right. So I'm walking up to the door. He's pointing out for me to leave. And then he was like, I'm like, bro, she tried me. What you mean? Like, what's going on? And then he was like, I'm gonna hit you up. So I go to the crib. And when I get to the crib, I like sit down on a chair. And then I threw up on myself like a few minutes later. I thought I was about to go to the hospital. Like I was so weak. Like I had to lay down for like several hours. And then I realized when I went back on my social media, I noticed that his sister Maria had blocked me. And then Enrique hit me up later. He was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck wrong with you and all that. I told you my sister don't like you in that way. You need to know when a chick like you like that. I told you that shit out the window. Nigga never told me that shit. It was some cornball shit. And then I was just like, I've been texting him back. I was like, I was just trying to smack her real quick, but I was just fucked up off of that PCP. And I wanted to catch myself. You know what I did? I just apologized about what happened. And I just said I still had love for him. He was like, not on my sister and all that, not while I'm around. So you telling me the whole time, you kicked me out because you felt some type of way because I wanted to, because I actually could I smack your sister, but she was trying me all this time and you weren't even saying nothing. And then, but you was cool with her when she smacked Edward, which was married, by the way, and you didn't even know brother long. So basically, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Shout out to my boy Finesse 2 times. He said it best. And then try to play. And then that's when I realized he was trying to, all this shit was goddamn, they all had this shit set up and all that. He wanted to play me one last time and then cut me off and then try to play the victim role. And that shit hurt so bad, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was my partner, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I had known bro for some years, but like everybody that I'm telling you that I used to kick it with my partners, bro, they turned it back on me, bro. That ain't, bro, people is not freaking 100, bro. Bro, that's the, like, that betrayal, boy, that shit real. But that ain't no different than what they did to Jesus. They did that to Jesus too. So that's what I had went through, you know what I'm saying? But like, I really put this shit together too. Also, I realized that goddamn, Edward was goddamn, Rike became Edward's like inside man. He was like was giving him information about me and all that. He must have told him about the sister situation and all that. And bro goddamn felt like, bro, you know, I feel like bro goddamn felt some type of way about me too anyway. He had to, because why the hell would he start acting weird on me anyway? And he just wanted to backdoor me, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to fuck it to try to one up me, you know what I'm saying, to make himself seem superior. But it's all good at the end of the day, because I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? Even though all this like crazy shit done happened to me, I'm still choosing to be 100, because that's who I am. I'm not finna let that break me, you know what I'm saying? They ain't stop me, bro. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do what I do best. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. If y'all watch this video all the way to this point, man, I just want to thank you for watching this video, and also shout out to my subscriber I just received, and I'm gonna continue to come back with some more content, man. Y'all keep God first, man. Peace, man.